This is Joy. Hi, this is Joy, and this is Scrappin' in Joy Ani, Scrappin' in my own private Idaho. And I'm going to share this fun layout with you, and hopefully I'll be able to show you where I get my titles. And this is a quick and easy layout, and it is because it's Throwback Thursday, I am going back in time and looking at some of my close to my heart paper, and that's what this paper is. So this paper was became available during COVID, and you can see that there's masks, but I thought that would be a great nurse layout because they've always had to wear masks, bless their heart. So I'm going to show you the paper pack, and you might have this in your stash, and if you do, this might be a fun layout for you to do. So it came with a sticker sheet. It was a larger pack. There's actually 12 sheets in it. And when Close to My Heart had a themed pack like this one, they would always have something neutral on the back. So this is the neutral side, and you can see this was very COVID based. You had the toilet paper rolls on the zip strips, but this is very usable. I thought this would be fun if you had. I'm looking for the pictures. My daughter TP'd. We used to live down the street from her teacher, and they TP'd his yard. Poor man. He later became principal, but he wasn't principal when at the time she TP'd his house. But anyway, so there's on this side it's very thematic, and then that's very usable, and then this is the yellow, and then we had all about the quarantine, and then words on this one that could be used for, and then some fun. So anyway, so this was the paper pack that we got during COVID, and I am going to use it for a nurse's layout. So I am going to show you where I get my titles. So some people start in a variety of different places, so I have to get my phone going here, and I am going to go to my favorite site for getting titles is Scrappy to Do It with my Cricut, and I will put that information down below, and I will show you how we go about this. So this is what the website looks like. This is a free website that you can join, and when I'm doing a layout, so I put the subject, so I'm going to type in, I'm going to type in nurse, not nutsy, nurse. Okay, and then I'm going to go to that, and it's going to show me all the ones that people have made. So these are people, and this is the one that I made this layout from. And you'll see that it has a Cricut Design Space file. I have Cricut access, so I can do all of these layouts. So I go ahead and click on that. It's going to take me to Design Space. It's actually much easier, I find, to do this when I'm not on my phone, but they've improved it a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and customize, and I'm going to replace it because I've already done this one. So what you want to do next is I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and I am going to pull off the layers. First thing you want to do is you cannot cut it out with it like this because the black will be larger than 11.5, and you can't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup, and I'm going to pull these layers off that I don't want. So I'm going to delete that. I don't do pictures, but if you want to do that, you could do that. And so this I'm going to delete. When I made this layout, this was too big and I didn't like the color, so I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to, I cannot remember how to do this with the phone, so I may just leave that as that. So then I just go ahead and do it, make it, and this is going to give me the mats. See how this one is right in the middle? To save paper, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to do next, and I'm going to move this to the middle. The reason I'm moving this circle to the middle, and I'll show you, so I moved it in the middle because I use this, so I cut this out of Carolina, and here's my Carolina paper. I cut this shape out of it. This is the shape, but I wanted to use, I'm saving my paper because close to my heart is no more, and I don't have any. So see how I cut it out of the middle, and then I can use this as my background piece. So those are the changes that I made, and I can literally cut out this layout, and this layout will take me less than 30 minutes to make. So, and it tells me I have Cricut access, so if you don't have Cricut access, you would have to pay $3.96 to cut out these items, and then they're yours. But I cut out so much, I'm happy to pay that. So let's go ahead and get started. So you can see that I went ahead and I had a circle, and I went ahead and cut it out because I'm going to save all my paper. So you can see I have a hole in it, and you might say, well, what do you do? I will back this. I will put it on, I save paper that is the thinner paper, or if I go to a garage sale and they're selling paper for 10 cents a piece, I will use that as my backing. I prefer the really lightweight paper to when I do this, and I see how this has got the colored side up, and then it's colored the white side down. So that's how I just back mine. It's because I'm kind of a cheapskate, and I really am trying to save on my expenses. So I'm just going to, I don't have a sheet, and I'm on film, so I'm just going to glue a little bit right here just to hold it in place. And the reason I'm doing so, Nancy Fan is a person that kind of got me thinking about occupations. So I find it very interesting. You know, we all scrapbook Christmas. We'll make hundreds and hundreds. I have hundreds of Easter layouts, and well, maybe not hundreds. I have a lot of Easter layouts, and I have a lot of Christmas layouts, but and that is one day a year. And our occupations and our jobs, how many layouts do you have of that? So this is kind of an encouragement that to go ahead and break out your pictures, and this would be a great retirement one. And I am going to, I don't have my pictures yet, so I should really pop dot this. I'm going to pop dot this up so then pictures can be slid down, and I am overlapping, but I thought this would be a great retirement. If you know a nurse that's retiring, this would be such a fun layout to do, because you could have the first year you started as a nurse, and then the last year. That's just the teacher in me. And I'm going to pop dot this so that it's kind of standing up there a little bit, and then I can slide a picture in. And actually, I might just do a light. That way, yeah, so you can slide it under, and hopefully that won't obstruct a picture. And then I'm going to put Nurse's Life. I do like to overlap a little bit, but since I don't have my pictures, I'm not going to overlap too much. And the colors that I used on this are it's Sapphire and Glacier, because those were the colors on the zip strip. It's so nice to have the zip strips tell me exactly what colors to use. So here's my challenge. If you are, I did put a challenge out. We're working on, we're supposed to be working on the states that we visited, but if you haven't, if you would like to take a break from that and you want to do your occupation, I challenge you. And so those of you that are, if you want to put in a layout for occupation, you could do that. So, and I did not bring it. Oh, here, good, thank goodness. I thought I forgot my ruler. So, I love grid layouts, and that's what this one is. I went ahead and glued this down. grid layouts are great for a bunch of pictures. So if this were for a retiring person, you could put different pictures from different years. You could put the different places that you worked, and all of this will be, it's going to be, so all of these squares are 3.5 by 3.5. I also did this one. This one was from Cricut. I like the saying nursing is a work of the heart, So I just typed that in, and it had this, and I didn't want to do the teeny tiny letters, so I stretched that one and manipulated that, and maybe I'll show you that sometime. I am not an expert with Cricut. I know a lot of people are really good at that sort of thing. I can do what I need to do. I can learn anything. I just need to practice it 10 times and have someone hold my hand while I'm learning, and then I'm good to go. So these are all 3.5 by 3.5. So when I get them all down, I'm going to have them 3/4 from the bottom and 3/4 in. So I'm going to, this layout, this part of this layout is already done, so I'm going to kind of set it to the side so I have a place to work. And so if you are like me and you have this in your stash, break it out. I think it makes it really fun. And I know you probably know a nurse. I have several nursing friends. It was funny. We were at the Scraps, which is a group that we meet once a month at the Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Caldwell. I guess it's in Nampa. And so one day we were talking, and we had like, 15, we might have had 10, 15 people there, and 5 of them were nurses. So I don't know what it is about nursing and scrapbooking, but the two seem to really go together. So I have a lot of friends that are nurses, so I hope this will inspire you to go ahead and document your experience as a nurse. If you have some of this paper, I do have, of course I have everything, but so if you didn't get this pack, or you would like to make this layout, I can fix you up. Just drop me a line. And really my emphasis is I am a Stampin' Up! Distributor. I guess it's demonstrator, I guess is what they call us now. I've been a consultant, I've been a maker, now I'm a demonstrator. Just call me a paper addict. That's probably a more accurate term. Paper pusher. There I go. How's that? I think that's what we really are. We're just paper pushers. So, and this, people that know me know I am the world's slowest scrapbooker, but this layout went together so fast, and it was so fun. So my challenge to you is, think about your career and a paper, and make a layout. We're not very good about scrapbooking ourselves. We scrapbook our kids, we scrapbook weddings, we scrapbook babies. Every time my grandson breathes differently, I've got the camera out taking his picture. And then I wonder why he always wants to look at himself. So, it is good for us to scrapbook what we are doing. So this is a grid, and so this could be, you could have 6 pages going here. So I hope you enjoyed this layout. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. I hope you'll subscribe, and think about ways that you can scrap your life, because you know more about you than anybody else, and so we should put these stories down. So this is my layout. Super fast, super easy, and like I said, I do have some of this paper left in my close to my heart stash. So I hope you enjoyed Throwback Thursday, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.